So, the Five Nights at Freddy's PTB is finally here, and everything in here is amazing. The killer, the power, which I'll get into in a minute, and the map all scream Five Nights at Freddy's to me, and honestly, this feels like home in a sense. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the review of the Five Nights at Freddy's portion of the PTB. Starting off with the star of the show, SpringTrap. Before we start, if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you want to see more. SpringTrap is finally here, and my god did they perfect this character in every way. From being a showman toying with his victims because he enjoys it, to his sound design being this hulking mass of metal with the laughs of a serial killer inside, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, I've seen a lot of people complain that his voice is too annoying and that he would have been better off without it, but to that I say, you clearly don't know anything about the series, because if they didn't give him a voice and instead just left him silent, that would have definitely killed it for a lot of people, especially since we have his iconic voice performance from PJ Haywood. Alright, let's get on with his design, and I gotta say, they absolutely cooked it with his default appearance. He is one of the killers I like to list as default cosmetic is better than his other skins, which also includes Dracula and Kaneki. But some slight nitpicks that I didn't pick up on the first time viewing this is that he doesn't have the button and the darker tan around his belly, which is sad to see, but the fact that William actually looks like a corpse instead of just a head on an endoskeleton mixed with intestines I think makes up for it. His main weapon being a pizza knife is honestly so fitting for him as a character, because he did use a knife in both the movie and the book where he just murdered a dude who walked inside the abandoned pizzeria. It also ties into the character's backstory too, being an owner of the pizzeria after all. He would have to use something from the kitchen to murder the children. That's pretty much all I have to say, so let's go to the power. Well, this video aged well, didn't it? I'll admit that I'm a bit disingenuous for dismissing the power concept that Floods and Ruthless were leaking at the time, but with me being a FNAF fan at heart, you can kinda see where I was coming from there since he only ever used an axe in fan interpretations of the character. However, now that Axe Trap is real, I'm just gonna go out on a whim and say I'm sorry for ever doubting the people who called the power. However, SpringTrap's power is slightly different than what Ruthless or Floods were saying. Instead of being an exact carbon copy of a Huntress, they instead gave the fire axe some weight to it, meaning you can't snipe people from across the map. And I think this was intentional because Freddy's hat add-on basically makes it to where the axe has sun gravity on it. From what I've seen with Scott Jund and Mid-Skull, you can actually throw over loops and catch survivors off guard and hit them with the axe. Which the axe kind of works like Victor from the twins because the survivors are broken, but unlike the twins, you can automatically pick up the survivor when you grab the axe from the survivors. The doors, on the other hand, are amazing for map mobility, almost better than Kaneki's map mobility before his nerfs. Basically, there's 7 doors around the map and you can walk inside and basically teleport to one of the 7 doors. Not straight up teleporting like Demogorgon, but with less control unlike Xenomorph. But unlike the Xenomorph, SpringTrap can straight up grab the survivors inside the office. Sure, it's extremely rare and the animation on the killer's POV is slightly weird or funny if you're like me, but it's still a cool detail. The cameras add nothing for the killer side, but a lot to the survivor side, because you can reveal Azora map wide if someone looks at him through the cameras long enough. But he can also throw his axe at the door to disable the cameras, or if you have an add-on that allows the axe to shoot out through doors if you throw it through them, then it doesn't work as well. Alright, that's all I gotta say for the power, so let's move on to the map. The map, in my opinion, is one of the greatest maps to come out of DBD in a while, especially after Dead Sands being added during the Tokyo Ghoul paragraph. This map isn't in its own realm, which a lot of people are pissed about, and in my honest opinion, for a somewhat decent reason. People are saying they will never ever get a chance to see this map because the map offering it's tied to will only ever go to 3 locations, that being Garden of Joy, Greenville Square, and of course Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. But outside of that, the map itself is really good. It's probably the most balanced of the bunch, with there being no god windows or terribly bad loops. The only issue I have with this map is that the animatronics don't perform the whole time, which would be amazing to see. The pizzeria is chock full of references and secrets that any FNAF fan walking into this game for the first time will immediately spot them all. Only problem is, Foxy is noticeably absent in the map, which is sad to see. Hopefully they add him when he fully releases. In the end, I think this chapter is going to be one of the greatest to ever come to the game, because this is one of the biggest horror franchises in the industry, and it has the biggest fan base, which is proven by the fact that so many people are playing the PTB and having lots of fun with it. Well, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to never miss another video from me again. Stay awesome, guys.